morning, guys. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to another episode of Fancy Tips. And yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and talk about playoffs.
Sucked. What's that? Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
Yep, playoffs, because we are halfway done with the regular season. Some of us are looking pretty good. Got winning records, pretty happy. Feel comfortable. Don't, because you can win 5 in a row and you can lose 5 in a row. It's happened in our league before. It's not uncommon. So just be careful, because look at your strength of schedule. Who have you faced so far? Lubbock, you're number 1 in Division 2. 5-1. Congratulations, sir. But you're 5th in points scored. So your schedule's been amazing. So yeah, but some of us have not had a good strength of schedule. Sam, you've had the worst. I'm sorry. Everyone just blows up on you. I think you gotta do a roster shakeup, man. But try not to lose too many core pieces while doing it. But you got to do something. But also, look at your points scored. See what your team's averaging. We got 3 teams that have scored over 800 points so far this season. That's awesome. We got 2 teams that have scored over 775 points this season. That's awesome. If you're around there, you're good. And then we got Rod, you're almost at 700 points. And after that, everyone's 600, and then Sam, you're at 565. So look at your points scored. And that's because at this time, it's a good barometer of how many points you need to score to probably win. And right now, we have 5 teams score 130 points and win. And I'm sorry, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe, Adam, you scored 130 points, sir. No, I'm sorry, 120 points, and you lost. Of course, Dixon went ham, 175. Devontae Adams dropped a 30-burger on Monday night just to crush your hopes and dreams. But, yeah, guys, look at your points scored, because that's going to tell you about how many points you need to score to probably win. With that being half-point PPR, 130 is probably where you want it at. 100 is not going to make it most of the time. I'm looking at the scores here. We didn't have a single team score under 100 points last week. The lowest scoring team was 101 by Tyreek of the Hill. So, yeah. And that's a good example, too. I say you can win a bunch in a row and you can lose a bunch in a row, because Mo, 4-0, and all of a sudden, Alvin Kamara takes a break, and then he takes another break via bye, and then boom, 2 losses. So, yeah. Well, let's go ahead and get to the playoffs, because that's why we're here. Who's in the playoffs right now? Who's not? Well, if you go to our handy-dandy website, it'll update you. It'll let you know. Right now, if the playoffs start today, Dixon, you would be the number 1 seed. You would have a bye. You'd be sitting pretty. Andrew, number 2 seed. You'd have a bye. You're sitting pretty. You two just be relaxing and watching 4 other people stress the freaking out. So, yeah. Dixon, you would end up facing the winner of Stu and I, which is funny because Stu, we face each other this week. So this could be a really good playoff, premonition. We'll see what happens. Yeah, maybe Central Bullock will be there. I don't know. That was probably a pretty bad example. But it's early in the morning. I've only had 1 sip of coffee. And then Lubbock, you would face the winner of Mo and Rod. Yeah, so I don't think anybody's happy with the playoffs, because there's a lot of strong teams. I mean, we've seen every single one of these teams put up points. So, yeah, it'd be scary. And it's a 1-week deal. It ain't 2 weeks. It ain't fantasy baseball, which I won, but still. So that would be your playoffs. Your consolation, well, purgatory. Matt, welcome to purgatory once again. And then, CoPro, welcome to purgatory. Now, we look at other 4 teams, Adam and Day Day. You guys would be in the bracket that shall not be named. And also Vince and Sam, y'all would be in the bracket that shall not be named. But there's still time. There's still time. You go on a winning streak. Other teams go on losing streaks. You can turn everything around. Even if you're 0-6, you can turn things around. Don't give up hope. So yeah, those are your playoff predictions. Kind of, sort of. Never really predict anything. The site did. But that's where you stand. Let's get to fantasy tip number 2. All right, fantasy tip number 2, we're going to talk about waivers. Yep, this is my favorite part of the week because I got to tell you players I think are stupid, players I think they're good. Let's go ahead and get to the stupid part. Brock Osweiler, don't add him. Mitchell Trubisky, in between. Another 30 burger. Yeah, just another reason to show that quarterbacks maybe don't matter. Albert Wilson, 6 catches, 155 yards receiving, and 2 touchdowns. Fool's gold. I can't do it. I'm not putting a bid on him. I can't do it. I would just let somebody else have that headache. And I mean, would you really feel comfortable putting Albert Wilson in with Brock Osweiler throwing right now, and you're gonna get the same results again? He looked like he's not Antonio Brown. No, can't do it. Can't do it. Don't do it. Dak Prescott. Man, he had 30 burger, hit 80 yards rushing. He looked good. If you need a backup quarterback, maybe. But I believe he's on. Yeah, he plays Washington. I wouldn't hate it. I would just like to think maybe you have a quarterback already you can plug in. But I understand if y'all don't. But he's probably the one quarterback I could see go ahead and picking up and starting. Then Marquise Goodwin. I like it. 4 catches, 126 yards, 2 touchdowns. Against Packers defense. It was him and that quarterback have a connection. They like each other. They played with each other before. Yeah, I like Goodwin. I think he's a really good pickup. He looks fully healthy. Looks like he's back. Cole Beasley, 9 catches, 101 yards, and 2 touchdowns. What the heck? You know what? Give it up for the short guys. Good job, Cole. Good job. I think that'd be a good ad. Could be worse. Tyrell Williams, 3 catches, 118 yards, 2 touchdowns. Fool's gold. Don't touch him. I don't like it. 2 of the touchdowns were on the same route. Broken coverage. Defense was just being crappy. It's a whack-a-mole. He's a whack-a-mole. Ain't gonna happen again. So he's a poor man's whack-a-mole. So yeah, I wouldn't worry about that. Frank Gore, 101 yards rushing. Kenyon Drake, who? Yeah. And he had a catch for 18 yards. Man, Kenyon Drake, what the heck? You can't beat out this 40-year-old man? What the heck? And Frank Gore did against the Bears. That 40-year-old ran for 100 yards against the Bears. I didn't know canes were legal to have on the field, but he did. I think he used a walker when he get in the red zone, but man, 101 yards. Give it up for the old guy. If your running back's really, really thin, so if you need somebody, I mean, he's better than what a lot of y'all have on your bench. At least he's getting the ball a bunch of times. Just close your eyes and see what happens when you plug him in, because bye weeks are coming. David Njoku. Stu, you shouldn't have dropped him. Oh, man. He is Baker Mayfield's safety valve, and Baker Mayfield stinks. And they're about to go against even worse defenses. David Njoku is probably my top ad this week. Because tight ends are the slimmest out of everything. So, yeah, I pick up David Njoku. I don't have to because I have O.J. Howard and Zach Ertz. I'm sitting pretty. But a lot of y'all, some of y'all aren't. Or you just have one tight end, which is fine. You don't want to carry 2 all the time. But you got bye weeks coming up. And David Njoku's nice. And he could be a nice trade piece later on, too. You know, so David Njoku, you're my top waiver ad. I also love Marquise Valdez-Scantling. Geronimo Allison, sit down. He went off for another 100 yards, 103 yards. He had 2 touchdowns the week before. This week he goes at the century mark, no touchdowns. Devontae Adams was being greedy. But yeah, I love Scantling. I think he's a great ad wide receiver too. I think Aaron Rodgers has built some trust with him. He's a big guy. Yeah. I think Scantling has a lot more moving forward. Randall Cobb, scrub. He's always hurt, you know. So, yeah. But Terrell Pryor, 57 yards and a touchdown. I really don't trust him that much. And really, you got your Chester Rogers, 55 yards and a touchdown. What happens when Jack Doyle and T.Y. Hilton come back? Same thing. That's a good question for like Eric Ebron too. You know, he's been put up monster numbers. What's going to happen when those boys come back? So, because they're good. So, yeah. That's all I got for y'all. Besides Mr. Vernon Davis, VD, 48 yards and a touchdown. Jordan Reed gets hurt. Pick up Vernon Davis. Just rule the land. Law of the land. Rule the law. I don't know. I need more coffee this morning, guys. So yeah, those are your waivers. Some guys I like. Some guys I don't. I'm not getting any of them because I'm broke. Y'all won't spare a dime. So, because I spent all my money before on stupid players like Corey Davis, who I dropped for Matthew Stafford because Corey Davis is trash bag. I ain't got a picture of Corey Davis. Yep, there he is. That's Corey Davis. Look at that. He is a trash bag. So, okay, along with the Titans, Titans offense, all trash bags. Yep, look at that. They are all trash bags. So yeah, guys, that's your waivers. Go put your bids in. Let's get to the final tip, number 3. Bye weeks. Look ahead. Look what's coming up. Who's going to be sitting? Because we got a bunch coming up. So I'm wearing my Game of Thrones shirt today.
Winter is coming.
Bye weeks are coming. And just like winter, it can be cold and cruel, man. Oh, man. There's nothing worse than you're about to face somebody and you look at your bye weeks and go, oh, no. Like, I looked ahead. I face Stu next week. Pittsburgh's on bye, and so is Green Bay. So I don't have to worry about facing Aaron Jones, who I missed out on, or worry about facing James Conner. So I'm pretty excited. So if you're facing a Steeler like Juju Smith-Schuster or Antonio Brown, they won't be active. So you don't have to worry about that. But look ahead. Also, pay attention to see who your opponents need. If there's a really good guy out there on waivers and you got room for him on your bench, and it's going to affect the guy you're going to face, and you can't use them against you because guess what? They can't score points against you if they're on your bench. So yeah, go grab them. Like a David Njoku. People are going to need tight ends. Quarterbacks. Go grab one. Don't drop somebody that they could use against you too. So, gotta be smart with it. If you're guaranteed 2 kickers or 2 defenses, something like that. Or in some cases, you pick up a defense because your team, the team you're facing, their defense is facing, I don't know, like the Saints or the Patriots or the Chiefs. And you're like, oh, hell no. They're going to drop that defense, and you got another defense out there that's about to face the Bills. Go grab that defense, even if you don't start them. That way your opponent can't use them against you. So it's all about that strategy. And, strategy, that's how you end up with one of these. Because I'm a big, big supporter of going into the playoffs, carrying multiple defenses on my bench, just so other people can't use them. Because at that point, you got to worry about dropping too many core players. People ain't going to use them against you because they already have theirs. So, yeah. Watch out for bye weeks, guys. Plug and play. Find the players you need. Find the players your opponent needs. Grab them. Put them on your bench. Start them. I don't care. Do what you want. It's your team. Happy Tuesday.